up, guys? Welcome to another episode. Jerome here from the Bonsai Supply, and today we're gonna work on this special tree right here. So it is in the it's at the beginning of November right now, and you might ask yourself, well, why am I doing work to this ficus right now? Okay, so as far south as I am in Florida, there's really only two seasons. There's either flip-flop season or closed shoe season, and right now we're in a closed shoe season, and I can still work on ficuses. It never gets cold enough down here in order for the ficus not being able to recover from what I'm about to do. So this is a ginseng ficus, and I placed it on this wall, and I got this inspiration actually from one of my travels when I was in China. I believe it was outside of Shanghai when I first saw this type of style, and it was not done in a bonsai form. It was done in a well, I saw this on the side of a building. I was at different manufacturing places, and I saw that they had trees, like big ficuses, grow out of the side of these factories and all of these walls and out of bridges, and I was so fascinated by how cool that looked. So when I came back, I was like, I need to recreate something like this myself, and so this is what I came up with. So I built this brick wall. This tree has been on this brick wall for a little over 2 years now, and this is actually its first styling that this tree has ever had. So what I did prior to this video, I defoliated the tree and I just gave it some basic structure. Because today I'm not going to focus in the video too much about the development of the tree itself. I'm going to focus more on getting this tree into its new home. So I need a new pot for it. What I did here is, once I created the brick wall, I attached the tree to the wall, and I had two wires that came from the back that actually held the tree up against the wall. I call it the safety wire, which I actually just removed. So this is attached to the wall. I can't remove it at this point anymore. So I had the safety wires, and I attached the tree to the wall, and then the tree didn't have a lot of roots, so I took a growing pot, I cut it in half, and I attached it to the wall as well, filled it with soil, and then for the first year this pot was filling itself with roots. And then I removed the pot about a year later, I'd say, and I let all the roots just attach themselves to the wall. So there's nothing man-made here, and they go every which way, and I really like that because this is exactly what it looked like in China. I think I might get rid of this thick root right here, this fat tap root, but I'm not quite sure just yet, so I'm going to take a look at this once we repot. But I'm not really going to touch any of the roots. I want them to thicken up and maybe even fuse, and then it's going to look really, really cool. And I think Mother Nature can do a much better job at this than I can, right? So what I did here is I took this stone here. This is a stepping stone actually, and I made this the top of my pillar. I drilled a couple holes in the center for drainage, and I used these bricks to make my very first pot, because as you can imagine, this brick wall is very heavy. So I had to make sure that it was on a sturdy surface first. So the following year, or after the first year, I just removed these bricks, cut the roots back, removed some of the old soil, just laid this back in, and then here I was again, So the first step that I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all of these bricks, and then I'm going to start to clean out the roots, and then I'm going to put it into its new home. So there was really no way to tie this this wall to this stone plate here, so I just used a cinder block in the back. I hope it's not going to fall on me. So use the cinder block as a stabilizer in the back. And actually, so the rest of the brick wall is actually concrete. So I use concrete so it would stop them from moving. But when I first placed the tree, it was a lot smaller, and now that it's had a chance to thicken up and grow a little bit, it's grown over the brick wall. So that's why I used these bricks, to see I wanted to add another layer, and maybe in the future I'll add another layer, but for right now I'm just going to use 4 more bricks, and I'm going to attach these with concrete as well. But the first job is to really get the tree in its new container. Huge tap root that was going from the, I think it came out of this root right here, the Ficus one. It ran right through the plate where I had my drainage holes originally, and it went right through the pillar into the ground, and it was so thickened up to about this thickness. So this tool right here really helped me, and as you guys know, this is one of my favorite tools. I say it in every video. This is my serrated sickle, best tool for any bonsai job. Letting the hot water escape. Even though it's November, it's still really hot down here, so you still have to let the water escape. I know that some of you guys are already getting ready to overwinter your trees. Some of you may have already done it, but I have the luxury to work on Ficus trees and most other tropical species all year round. Alright, so I'm going to wash the old soil off. So it looks like this is going to be its new shoes for right now. The pot is a little big. I want to shrink it down in the future. However, since it came out of the concrete block, I need to give it a little something a little bigger so that I can develop it much faster. And then once the tree is, you know, closer to being where I want it to be, I'm going to then shrink down the pot or maybe have a pot made. I'm not quite sure yet, but for right now this pot will do. And actually now I can even take it, you know, to a show if I want to, or now it's actually more of a mobile than it was before in this concrete. So the last thing that I have to do is really tie in the wall so that it doesn't fall over when the wind blows, and then we're gonna do the top of the wall. that I'm using here is our all-purpose soil mix. As always, I'm using the lava rock, the pumice, the calcined clay, the expanded clay, and the pumice, if I have not already said pumice. Anyways, I use our all-purpose soil mix. Oh. It for today. The brick wall is already sturdy. I let it dry, and the tree is actually already popping, so it's really happy. It's recovering. Now in this pot, I can easily, pick it up and take it somewhere, and I can actually display it somewhere for once. Before, it was always tied to this post, so I'm excited about that. Regarding the top, I don't think I want the branches to come out further than this. This is the first styling that the tree has ever gotten. I'm definitely going to replace this branch here, but I think overall I'm going to have all of my branches right in here. And then what would be really cool is to have aerial roots that came down from the branches. But one step at a time. This tree has come a really long way since I first put it on the wall. Now I'm excited for its next chapter. So once the roots are going to fuse, it's going to look really cool. And hopefully I'm going to have more roots, but so far I'm very pleased. So this is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys learned a little something. I hope I gave you guys an idea. Maybe you guys can try this as well. If you guys have any comments, please leave them below. And I'll see you guys next time.
All right.